This week on BGTV, we're gonna take a look at Elves on the Run with Amanda Murphy, what it's like to train in the midst of a pandemic with Angelica Trippidianos on Training with Trip. You'll be receiving tips on how to stay awake and alert during our virtual learning. We'll learn what life is like after high school in an interview by Autumn Snoop featuring track star Martin Heher. We'll also be taking a trip to the Bloom Grove Holiday Decorating Contest with Becca Buxton. I heard that we were running too, with Sean Beck? Stay tuned to find out on BGTV. Oh shoot, I'm gonna be late for the first BGTV episode. Oh, here we go.
Where is she? She should be here by now.
I'm here. I'm coming. Okay.
All right.
Are you good? Am I here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Are we rolling?
All right, we're rolling. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, Wizard Nation. We've missed you guys. I'm your host, Gabby.
And I'm your host, I'm Gabby.
And I'm Sarah. And you're watching BGTV. Hey, Gabs. Anything new happening in Washingtonville right now?
Oh, well, actually, I think Amanda Murphy has a story on Elves on the Run.
Sounds fun. Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
Hey Wizards, we're at Winding Hill Parks in Montgomery for the Elves on the Run 5K, supporting our fellow Wizards. Let's take a look. I'm here with Washingtonville parent.
Tom Gilbay.
And how does it feel to run an event like this?
This is a challenge. The cold and the hills. But it was fun. They always are.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So I'm here with
Chloe here.
and so what does this event mean to you personally?
So this is just a great way for the community to get out. We're all healthy and out here and just wanting to celebrate the holidays together. So this is just a community run that we're happy to put on.
Why do you think it's important to put on these type of events during these rough times?
So one of the best things about this is that we're outside and we're socially distant, and people really just need to kind of be with together to have that community. We're not all being able to see our families at this time, and really not having any of that normalcy. This provides just some small glimpse of normalcy at a kind of like a time of the year that we all could use a little extra help from one another.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Good job! Keep it up, you're almost done!
Thank you.
So I'm here with,
Derek Leiter, Ethan Howe.
and they just ran the 5K. Derek here got second. So how does that feel?
It feels great. I'm working on getting into the Olympic trials next year, so I'm working towards it.
And Ethan, what made you come out here and run this race today, even though it's freezing?
My mom made me.
Do you have any goals for any 5Ks in the future?
Yeah, I want to break 15 soon. I'm working on it. I'm getting there.
Thank you guys so much.
Sam, I'm your biggest fan. Thank you. You're doing so good.
Great job to all the Wizards who took part in this race. Tune in next week. Back to Sarah and Gabby in the studio.
Congratulations to everyone who ran.
It's so amazing how the community has come together to create events like this. And what an amazing turnout.
Exactly. All the students at Washingtonville are working super hard.
Speaking of hardworking students, here's Angelica Trippidianos with a feature story on Isabella Dorian, a senior volleyball player at Washingtonville High School.
Hey Wizards, it's Angelica Trippidianos, your sportscaster for BGTV. With sports being on hold for now, I thought it'd be fun to get an inside look on Wizard Nation athletes that are also working out in hope for a sports season. This week, I got the opportunity to speak with Isabella Dorian to see how she is training and working out in hope for a volleyball season to start in March.
So I started playing in 7th grade. I started with school volleyball, and then I got to club volleyball in 8th grade, and I've been with Namari since 9th grade. And my favorite memory from club is when we went to Rhode Island, we went to Providence, and we won our 16 club tournament, and we got a bid to go to Disney, even though we didn't end up going, but it was cool to win. So precautions I take when working out, I'm only here by myself. This is Namari's like home gym, so it's just me and him, and he wears a mask while I work out. And yeah, so I'm only here by myself. I don't go to any like Planet Fitness or anything.
A personal trainer, it's more than just giving an athlete exercises. Each program is tailor-made to the athlete's specific body type, and not just the sport, but the part you play in the sport you play, based on the need of the athlete, the athlete's body, what the athlete is capable of doing, and the area of skill that needs to be executed.
So how COVID has affected our practice and tournament schedule. Our practices have been the same. Everybody in Capelli's is required to wear a mask, obviously. So we do that, but it's basically practice as normal. It's a little bit less people. We have a more tight-knit group this year. And as for our tournaments, all of the big ones are scheduled to happen, just pushed back a few months. So something that would happen in February is now happening in like April or May. The thing I miss most about school sports and like home games is like all my friends coming to watch. Like they always get so hyped and they're so fun, and they're always cheering all of us on, and it makes the games really fun.
How do you think not having sports affects the mental health of student athletes?
Sport or being active is more than just a workout for many. It affects the mind, because your body is not being challenged the way you're used to being challenged, and it adds to the level of stress that I believe not just athletes or students, but everybody who's used to doing something on a day-to-day basis. So I believe that being active is ingrained in a part of who we are as human beings ever since our very beginning, and not being able to do so is something that will have all kinds of negative effects on the body and social being.
So my plans for my future volleyball career are to play volleyball in college, hopefully. I want to go to a CUNY school and continue playing in college, and then maybe coach while I'm in college, come back to Eclipse and coach, or just play like a club travel team even after college.
Sarah, are you tired? Yeah, it's really hard staying awake during online school.
Oh, well, here's Gianna Archibald with a PSA on how to stay awake and motivated during our online classes.
Public service announcement. Many students are struggling to keep up with their work during virtual learning. We need to stay awake and alert during online school to fix this problem. Here are some tips on how to stay awake and energized during virtual learning. Always remember to set an alarm before you go to bed so that you wake up in time for class. Get ready for school as if it was a normal day. Brush your teeth and try your best to eat breakfast in the morning to keep yourself energized for all of your online classes. Do not oversleep. Don't wait until class to get up and get on the computer, because you're more likely to fall asleep during classes. Lastly, you should always set alarms for at least 5 minutes before each class starts, so that you're never in a rush and so that you never miss any classes. Check your emails for Mr. Lerner's weekly wellness, and don't forget to schedule your time effectively and be responsible. This was a PSA with Gianna.
Oh, did you hear about that alumni?
Oh, Martin Heher, right?
Yeah.
I heard he's an amazing runner. Let's check out the story with Autumn Snoop.
Hi, Wizard Nation. I'm Autumn Snoop at BGTV, and today I'm here with alumni of Washingtonville, who is also who just ran a marathon and has a 7th fastest time in marathon history. So, hello, Martin.
Hi.
So the first one is, how did being a wizard impact your running career?
How did being a wizard impact it? Oh, I mean, that's what set the whole foundation, right? I mean, I got my start in running in middle school here, but and then, in 7th and 8th grade, I was already flirting with like trying to try out for the varsity team, and that, that was kind of where I got started. All of my, original coaches, were from, the home of Washingtonville. And that was, that's where I really just developed like my love and like appreciation for the sport. That's where I made like all of my friends. I think all my friends I still keep in touch with were on the cross country and track team in some form or another. And yeah, I mean, that's where it all started. So I wouldn't be here without having, gone to Washingtonville and being a Wizard.
What motivated you to compete in the Marathon Project Marathon?
Well, it was actually a pretty easy decision because, I had run a couple marathons already. I'm getting into that, kind of making my name as a marathoner. I'm kind of like an elite only marathon out in Arizona by a couple big names in the sport. And, they kind of pulled interest, see if there was interest there. And I was like, heck yes, I'm interested. Just because there wasn't anything else to train for. So it was just exciting. As soon as that opportunity popped up at the end of September, I feel like just the lack of having done anything for the last 6 months was more than enough inspiration to want to sign up for it.
Okay, my next question is, like, you just set a record, like the 7th fastest in marathon history. How did it feel to set that time and to know that many people know what time you set?
Yeah, it was really cool to say the least. It was like crossing the finish line. I didn't know like where that put me on the list, but I knew it was like a top 10 time. And then hearing afterwards that it was the 7th fastest time on an appropriate record eligible course was really cool. Like, 7th fastest all time. Like even I'm still wrapping my head around it. It only happened a couple weeks ago now. And it was really like validating and super cool to see that all the hard work, I've been running, like we said, 6th grade, that all those miles and all that hard work, all that time I put in, like finally kind of achieved something that's hopefully going to stick around for a while. Hopefully my name stays on that list for a while. So it was really special.
Okay, so back to like Washingtonville, because I mean that's where you grew up. Like you have pride for your hometown. Like, what can you say to like the Wizards, like the current track and field runners and people that might be younger that might want to compete in high school or later on in the future?
Yeah, no, I think Washingtonville. I know the team. Coach White's still there. It's a fun place to be. So I think that is really like the most important part in high school is if you like showing up to practice every day, you've got a ton of friends and everyone just kind of like has fun working hard and getting a good workout in, trying to get a little better. I think that's all you need to worry about when you start in high school. And really, like, it doesn't matter how good you are in high school. Like, you can always keep pursuing your goals in the sport. Whether that's, if you want to go to a D1 program, you can be on their team, you could be on their club team. You can just, and the thing about running too is you can do it on your own. If that's how you like to do it, you can find a friend and both decide, hey, let's go run a marathon together. Let's train and run a marathon. So it's, I think, being in Washingtonville is just a great place to start because the culture is already there. Like the team is always like one of the biggest teams in the school. I think people just love coming out to track practice every day because it's a big group of guys and girls who just are there to have fun and work hard. So I think being a Wizard and being in Washingtonville, like I kind of said earlier, it sets that great foundation to kind of have a lifelong, passion for.
Once again, Wizard Nation, this is Autumn Snoop from BGTV. Thank you to Martin for taking the time to speak with us, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hi Wizards, my name is Rebecca Buxton and I am here with
Martha Barrera.
And we are at the Blooming Grove Holiday Decorating Contest. Can you explain to me what that is a little bit?
Sure. Well, it was an idea by Regina Lott, the owner of GR Tours. She wanted to do something festive for the holidays. We wanted to include everyone in the community and just give them something to look forward to. So we just asked that everyone put up as many lights as possible, fun decorations, and we're going to pick 3 winners.
Awesome. And can you explain how the judging is done?
Sure. Well, we've got 5 judges from different businesses, And we put out a map. Everyone can drive around. The judges will be driving around, taking photos of all the houses and just picking their favorite.
So when will the winners be announced and what are the prizes?
Okay, so the judges should be out and about this evening. And then once I have all the figures in, all the information, we will release it tomorrow.
We have a little page called the Washingtonville Community News, and we're always trying to find ways to get people involved, and we certainly have seen a lot happen in the world and definitely in our community this year. So I had an idea that it would be very fun if we went, instead of less is more, we went overboard. Thought it would be great if we got everybody to start decorating. A lot of people do it already, but some people might have been thinking maybe they wouldn't go all out this year, and I thought this was the year we needed it more than ever.
What are you looking for most in a house?
Just the holiday spirit. We just want people to express peace, love, and joy, and have fun with their homes, and share the spirit with everyone else.
What inspired you to join the contest this year?
My husband has been putting up these decorations for us. I've been here 35 years, and I came home the first year I lived here with that big light up Santa in the back. And my husband kind of went crazy from there. Every time he walked in the house, he had armloads. For the first 10 years we were here, and that's pretty much where most of it came from, except for all the lights now. The lights over the years have been changed with the LEDs and meteor lights this year.
You say your husband did this. Did he do it by himself or with anybody else?
Oh, he does it all by himself.
All by himself. That's
Yep, does
really
all the
great.
wiring, everything by himself.
You tell me, guys, what inspired you to join the competition this year?
Well, my wife told me about it. I've been doing this for a long period of time, since we moved here actually, and every year it gets bigger and bigger and better.
That's really great. And who did you decorate with?
My little sidekick over here, Samantha, Thomas, and of course my wife helped out a little bit too.
What made you want to participate?
Well, I think we need this. It's been a tough 2020. I think we need a lot of the Christmas spirit, and who doesn't love Christmas? It's a great time to give, and receive, and this is a perfect moment for it.
What was most enjoyable for you about decorating?
Actually decorating with the whole family. People get to, see nice lights, very bright, very colorful, see that we are alive.
And so who in your family did you decorate with?
My kids. I got 3 kids and my husband and my father, who put up all those beautiful lights on the top. You can't see them. This was my daughter's idea, who's 5 years old, and she enjoyed putting those big balls.
Wow, this year looks like some hard competition, but it's not Christmas without tradition. So I went around and asked some friends and participants what their favorite Christmas tradition is. I know this year has been a little bit of a rough path, so I'm really curious, what is your favorite family tradition you have during Christmas?
The family tradition is setting everything up, making everything look beautiful, the Christmas tree. Our tree spins around in circles. I mean, it's crazy. I just go nuts every year. Christmas is my favorite time of the year.
Our favorite family Christmas tradition, oh my goodness, we have so many of them. I think that it's going out on Christmas Eve and seeing the Christmas lights with my daughter. And I would have to say getting our tree and usually putting it up within the week before Christmas, which happened again this year. Everybody else has had them up for weeks. We just got ours up this weekend.
My favorite, the whole family is going to stay home and have dinner together, full of love and enjoyment.
What is your favorite Christmas tradition?
Oh boy, my favorite Christmas tradition, well, spending it with my son and my parents. Opening gifts at midnight and then going to bed.
That sounds really eventful. Well, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Wow, that display was really beautiful.
I know, right?
Thanks so much, Becca, for sharing that story with us.
Oh yeah, I
think
agree.
we're doing really good this year.
Was that the famous Sean Beck running past us?
I think so.
Maybe he's covering a story.
We should go check it out.
We should definitely check it out.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Hello, and welcome to Showbiz with Sean, where every week I reenact one of my favorite movies, but add a little twist to it. This week, we will be doing Forrest Gump, or as I like to call it, Sean Gump. In this movie, Forrest goes through many adventures in life. One of his biggest ones were running across the country 4 times in 3 years. I'm not going to do that, but you'll just have to see.
Run, Sean, run! I see Sean all the time. I live right next to him, and he goes out for runs all the time for hours.
Run, Sean, run!
I heard that Sean only stops running to eat and sleep.
Legend has it that when he's running, he can't hear anyone. He just focuses on them.
Run, Sean, run!
Sean is one of the best runners I have ever seen. He is just the best.
Run, Sean, run! Run, Sean, run! Run, Sean, run!
Run, Sean, run.
Excuse me, sir. Why are you running?
Just like running.
All this running is making me want to go for the jog. I'm out. Bye.
I guess we'll see you next week on BGTV.